Arsenal fans be excited? Yes, they should be excited about the prospects of winning the Premier League. Of course, 110% they should be, But this whole narrative of it's a foregone conclusion, they're just going to walk the league, they're going to run away with the league title. I just don't see it yet. For me, I'm like, calm your horses. Haven't we been there before? I know the media like to do this. Prop a side up, prop them up, only to let them crash even harder on the ground. Now, Arsenal have been fantastic. They have been super consistent this season. But the game against Spurs, for me, isn't enough evidence to say, yeah, this is that penultimate game. Yes, this is that game that you looking for the best of Arsenal and you saw it. This is where Arsenal delivered. This is where Arsenal showed you what you're about. Spurs are Spurs. Let's face it. For me, I've never seen Spurs as actual rivals. I've seen them as geographical rivals. Chelsea's in London, for Arsenal they're in London as well, so Spurs are kind of close. So for me, Spurs and Fulham, what's the difference between them? Maybe Spurs spends a bit more money than Fulham, but that's it. I don't see them as actual rivals that you play. When you go to play against them, you think, we have to put on the showpiece performance. If we defeat this side, that indicates to everyone that, yeah, we are set to win the league title. We are set to win things. Yeah, they won the Europa League, but who did they play in the semi-final? One of the worst Manchester United sides I've ever seen in my life. So fair play to them. They got the Europa League. Top marks to earn for that one. But a win against Spurs, in my opinion, isn't the game you look at and say, yeah, Arsenal are now the title favorites. Yeah, the top of the league, 6 points ahead of Chelsea. This is November. This is only November. We've seen this story before. Maybe they do it this time around, but we've seen this before. There were so many points ahead of Manchester City and ended up throwing the lead away and ended up losing that one. They chased Liverpool, and Liverpool ended up winning the league. Now you may say law of averages, at some point they have to do it. Yeah, I guess so, they have to do it. But on the base of yesterday's game, I can say, wow, they're super scintillating, they're super exciting. Definitely that decide to win the league. No, there's still a lot of games to go there. They still have to play Chelsea, still have to play Man City, no question have to play Liverpool, but they still have a lot of games to play, and they still have to go to sides that would make life difficult for them as well. So let's see how it all shapes up. Eberechi got his goal, wonderful goal that he got. Each time I say Eberechi, I try to hold back a tear, hold back a sniffle, because wow, it should have been the number 10 Nigeria's midfield. It should have been running thing, but that hasn't happened. That probably would be for another video. And then there's one thing I want to talk about Arsenal as well. What is this thing where rival fans, some Manchester United fans, some Liverpool fans, for some reason all want to jump into the defense of Arsenal? Is rivalry dead? I don't quite get it, right? Yeah, Arsenal scored goals from open play. Shocker. But how dare you score goals from open play, right? How dare you? How can a club that spent more than $500 million to build up your squad, how dare you be able to score open play goals? So, what would the media do now? That's what you expect from an Arsenal fan trying to defend Arsenal, right? If the media has been on about Chelsea, it would be my place as a Chelsea fan, other Chelsea fans as well, to jump on the media to say, oh, I'm defending this club. But now it seems like rivalry is dead, and you're seeing fans of other clubs jumping into different clubs. I don't get it. Now you can give your objective review about a team's performance, about how they play, about what you think they can do for the season, their prospects, their manager, their key players. Fair. Like Eberechi, I say he's a top player. He's a very good player, but the question is Eberechi going to get that consistent game time? Because we've seen it with managers. They have players that they absolutely love, and no matter what another player does, once that player is back fit or back from suspension, then that supposed key player goes to the bench. And I'm talking about Martin Odegaard. He would come off the bench. I don't think he's that better than Eberechi, in my opinion. I think Eberechi is the better player, but for Arsenal fans, and I'm sure for Mikel Arteta, he feels Odegaard is his captain. Odegaard is a better player than Eberechi in his mind, and he feels maybe he's a better leader than Eze, so maybe he's there. So let me ask you this: do you think the title is gone? Do you think it's well and truly in the grasp of Mikel Arteta and his team? Well, it's also about that. Arsenal fans, do you think I'm not I'm being salty or something? I promise you I'm not. Maybe a tiny bit, but let me know in the comment section. Is this Arsenal's title to win or to lose, or are other teams already, are other teams still in it, like your Chelsea's, your Man City's, or you feel maybe they are way behind? Man City aside, don't forget that a team that can really pull up a winning streak, 10-12 game winning streak, and if Arsenal drop any points, they can take advantage of it. As well as Chelsea, I'll call them underdogs, black horses at this point in time, because I don't think they have all it takes to really go to that extra step to be champions. For me, if Chelsea finishes in top 4, go maybe quarter-final, semi-final if possible, Champions League, and win a cup, maybe FA Cup, finish in top 4 comfortably, don't have to wait to 2 days to go to know if you're going to be in the Champions League, to know if you're going to be in Champions League spots, then that's a success for me, right? If Chelsea going to win the league, that would be amazing, obviously. But the question now is about Arsenal. Do you think they have it in them to win the league? Do you think it's now done with that win over Tottenham Hotspurs? So let me know your opinions in the comment section, and I'll see you on another video. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.